We back with another roguelite, baby. Today we're revisiting one of my favorite titles from 2025, and that is Blightstone, an awesome turn-based tactics roguelike that I've got early access to. So I don't normally do long intros, but there is quite a bit to cover here to start off with. So if you're familiar with the game and kind of know what's what, or you don't know what I'm doing, you can actually check out my original demo playthroughs if you like. But I'm gonna go over this in its entirety, and if you don't want to just wait around for me to explain everything, you can check out the timestamps below and go to where the gameplay starts. So I've unlocked quite a bit of meta progression here. I've got about 20 hours into the game so far, and I've unlocked 2 new characters. So you start off with Brun the Brawler, Armand the Arcanist, and the Hunter, which is Hubert. And now I've actually unlocked 2 different characters, which is Petrus the Priest and Aaron the Druid. Now, my squad that I run with is Petrus, Brun, and Armand. Okay, this team right here, it's incredible. I've also unlocked a bunch of meta progression that happens through getting and unlocking Strands of Time, as well as all of the levels from the Earth Glass pieces, and I'll show you what that looks like. So in the Continuum Forge, which is the Strands of Time, you get to do a bunch of things like add extra options to pick from, being able to call for reinforcements at the Campfire, as well as unlocking extra map nodes and all sorts of different things here. The main one to pay attention to is this one right here and this one right here. Threads of Foresight give me more map info to start with, as well as some extra wealth and Threads of Resilience that gives me extra HP. And the big ones are these too. These are crystal runes. So this is probably the biggest upgrades you can actually go for from leveling up, okay? The biggest thing right here, I'd have to say, is the ability to shoot earth bolts from the crystal passively at every turn. You start off with 2 by just using this foundation rune here, but there's some unlocks that give you more as well, like these. This one gives you earth bolts do 2 extra damage, and this one gives you +1 earth bolt. So it ends up being 12 damage at the end of the round instead of just 4, which is incredible. I've also got the ability to revive a character, getting extra HP, having more movement and more HP, as well as getting extra critical chance and extra damage to random party members at the beginning. So I think I just about covered it. Let's go ahead and start the run. I always pick Telekinetic Blast with my crystal. This propel ability is absolutely incredible for positioning and stuff, and as you know, in tactics roguelikes, that's one of the biggest things, okay? So we got a large map here. Typically, well, let's start by saying this. At the very beginning, when you're just starting and you have no meta progression, it's usually very advantageous to skip battles that you might not be prepared for, because every few turns you get to camp and heal up and stuff. So if you feel like you have to go to one of these events and skip the mini boss fight, by all means do so, okay? What I try to do is get to the shop eventually to help me with all of my my supplies and stuff, and I take as many fights as possible, and I also try to go to the elite. Unfortunately, to get to the mini boss here, we have to go through the shop here, so that might not be as advantageous as it could be, but I'm gonna choose it anyway. Maybe we'll get a shortcut or something that changes our mind as we go, as we unlock the map, but for now, we get on with our first battle. We've wandered into the heart of Boar territory. We must claim it as our own. This is a pretty difficult first battle, I will say, but it's okay. So, one of the things you'll notice with Crystal and Telekinetic Blast is that even if you have the ability to use this on an enemy to start with, a large enemy, you usually won't have the strength to move, and this thing is definitely a large enemy. So 10% of the damage he does is blighted. We're gonna need to do as much damage as we can and get close to him. He could probably move quite a bit to start with. So I'll tell you what, Let's just hit him with a couple of bolts right now. And we get 10 damage off, which puts him pretty low, actually. And I think what we'll do is just kind of split up just a little bit. And make sure that he can't hit us all together. And the Earth Bolts will fire off. He's already half health. And let's see here. Will he charge? He will charge. So, he charged Brun. What I'm going to do with Brun is move him into distance. Actually, what I will do is move him into distance here, and I'm holding control so I can choose where he's going to attack from, and it's going to be here. So, before I use my second attack, I want to move Petrus in so that I can heal. I'm going to use Healing Touch on Brun, okay, which is going to give him 2 hit point refill, and because this thing is blighted, I can use another good ability here the next round, if we even make it there, which is called Purifying Water, and it's going to do some damage to him. Let's see here. I can do... Oh, no. I'm actually just going to kill him right here. So this does 6 damage, and the Earth Bolts will finish him. So we'll just go ahead and end. Now, I could have used the crystal to move Petrus with telekinetic push, and I would have been able to heal Brun twice, and that was my bad. So let's get an upgraded stat of 20% damage here, and we're gonna pick up some extra herbs in case we need to heal more. All right, let's go to the next node here. Still have quite a flexibility and a bit of flexibility in choices here. Oh, I love with there's barrels. Okay, these flaming barrels, they're explosive. And they do pretty good here. What I can do is, man, I can make this really easy. So if I take this barrel and sling it, actually what I'm gonna do is this instead. Let's use telekinesis from the mage in order to get closer here. Okay. And then I'm going to use God's Hand, and I'm gonna push here. And then I'm gonna grab Brun, and I am going to hit both of these guys like so. Oh, I hit Brun. Dang it. That's not what I meant to do. Well, Petrus can finish them off. And next round I'll heal if they survive. So for the barrel, now I could kind of... Actually, let's put it here. Let's, this will hit both of them, so that's fine. And the crystals will probably finish him. Probably not the most effective since Brun took a lot of damage, but that was my bad. I clicked too fast. So, hey, you can make some mistakes and stuff, and I didn't have a really hearty breakfast this morning, so... we could pick an antique locket here, a holy book, which reduces blight, night blight by 5. That's actually pretty good to start with. I'm going to do that. It enables me to save some of my points for other stuff. Let's grab the herbs here again. And we ended up getting a chest unlocked. That's pretty good. So I'm going to grab the holy book and put it on the priest. And let's see. This I will have to take... You know, I'm kind of inclined to go this way now. That might be better. They still have quite a few fights along the way. Yeah, I think that's okay. We might get something decent from this question mark. We'll see how it goes. All right, let's see what we got here. You dumb wit. Told you to move them logs. Whoa. Whoa. Well. Look who's wondering where they shouldn't. Hope you're ready to bleed. No, not today. I've already bled some. All right, so this is kind of a tricky situation because this log is kind of interrupting me from doing what I would like to do. Let's see here. I can telekinetic blast, but I can't telekinetic blast hard enough. So what do we do here? Let's see. I would love to heal, so why not... just do some damage here. And I think I'm gonna do... Actually, let's just finish him off. Okay, beautiful. Now, with this, let's use cleansing. Oh, no. Let's use purifying water to heal. And I'm going to heal again with purifying touch. Okay, that's a good little heal. Now, these two guys... man, I don't know. I can move you here. But that's not going to do real good for me. I think what I do here is just... Yeah, let's push you into there. And now I'll just try to eliminate one of you. How about that? Okay, we are going to take a little bit of damage here, probably. Yes. The earth bolts rain down and hit a few of them. He's going to poison himself, but I don't know if he can make it. Yeah, the crystal took a little bit of damage there, which is all right. All right. This guy's going to die. So no need to worry about that. Okay, and we can use this. The cleansing beam. That kills him. And now we do 2 more of these. And the earth bolt should finish him off. Beautiful. All right. So we got a little bit of healing done on Brun. The crystal took a little bit of damage, unfortunately, but that's okay. We have the ability to fix that on the camps. Swaps positions between 2 entities up to 12 steps apart or arcane barrier. I'm going to re-roll this. I'm going to re-roll it again. And let's get Arcane Chain Shot. I love this ability. It's really good. And here I'm going to pick up Booze. Booze is going to allow me to do a few different things with it. The Booze is used by the crystal in order to heal itself. And you can use Booze with Brun to heal party members too, which is pretty good. So for this, we're going to use a little bit of herbs with heal and heal Brun. Then we're going to restore the crystal up to almost full. And I think what we do here is gain random map info as well as study our scrolls. And I'm going to use 1 wood to offset the risk level of this, and then we sleep through the night. And we're pretty good. All right, you have the chance to buff yourself there, but I don't think we really need to do that because our buffs are pretty darn good. So we unlock the shortcut that's down here, which doesn't really help us. Let's go to the next node on the map and see what this little question mark gives us, huh? All right. Let's see what we get here. There's a glimmer in the grass ahead. Could be a treasure or a trap. I know this is a trap, but I want to fight him, so we're going to search for interesting items. And, yep. It turns out that there's a bunch of bugs hiding in the bushes. Warrior Vexes, Toxic Vexes, and a Blazing Vex. Okay. Toxic Vex and Blazing Vex both explode. Not exactly what you want to see here. I could put these closer together, which I will do. And I have the ability to kill both of them right now. What I think I'm going to do first, though... Oh, wait. Chain Shot actually does pretty good, too. Chain Shot would kill... Would hit... not quite. Okay, I have another idea. I have to get closer to do this. Okay, first let's look at this. Actually, this is pretty good too. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna move Petrus, and I'm gonna use Cleansing Beam, and I think I could hit all 3 of them like this. No, not quite. 2 of them are okay by me. I didn't hit them all, but that's all right. Now, Brun, if I wanted to, I could hit both of these. I think this is the better play. So, what I'm gonna do here is Chain Shot. Very nice. And let's go ahead and charge. And that just about killed all of them. And let's see who survives with the earth bolts. Okay, I got 2 of them that survived. But neither of them are going to explode. They're just going to hit me and do bleeding, and that's okay by me. I could deal with that. Okay, I took some bleed damage here, but not even a problem. What I'll do is I'll do my little uppercut, smack him in the face, and I'll go here so that I could do my purifying water. And then I'm going to use healing touch on myself. And now for this, I might hit him with that, but I won't hit him with this. And perfect. Now the earth bolts would have killed him anyway, but I might as well. So cool, done. That was easy, right? These fights, man, they're so tactical, but you do very, very well with them. I love this skill, prayer. Very, very good adding barrier. We can add barrier to Brun and just send them in like blindly and do all kind of crazy stuff. Let's grab some food here, even though I think I should have grabbed the wood. It'll be all right. Don't take that out of context. Let's go treasure. And we'll get some equipment. Ooh, hello. If Blighted adds 20% damage and 1 armor. Or just 10% damage. Or 25% damage and cursed 5. Man, 25% damage is really, really good on him. Even though getting Blight from the curse is kind of bad, I'm kind of used to it. Towards the end, you usually get Blight on you anyway, unless you kind of... you can put a bunch of points from your Earth class levels into like Blight resistance and stuff, but I usually don't go that route. And it's worked for me all right in the past. I mean, you know, after 20 hours in the game, I've kind of refined my strategy. Okay. What are those monsters? Hey, more Vexes. Okay. So everything is kind of piled up here, grouped up here, except for this one, which is, well, this one too, which is all right. If I take my crystal and move like right there, I think I want to do damage here because he's a little bit stronger. We can use cleansing beam here. Beam. Actually, I could hit almost all of them here if I were to move. I'll tell you what. Petrus has 2. Let's move this guy into this guy. And now we'll use cleansing beam. See, it's all about positioning, guys. All about positioning. I absolutely destroyed those suckers. All right, and what I could do here, this guy can't make it to me. Like, I really doubt that I have to worry anything about it. So I'm just gonna kill this guy with Brun, and then I can use my beam to hit, because I wouldn't be able to hit with my regular. Oh, actually I can. Yeah, I'll use that. That's fine. The beam would have worked as well too, but it was kind of reflecting on the rocks. And now the earth bolts finish him. Sweet. Okay. I like it. We prevailed. Yeah, we did. The little laughing and voice lines are fun. Let's see. 20% damage. So now we doing sick damage, bruh. I'm gonna grab some more food here. Yeah, we really need to focus on logs if we can. Okay, next fight. This is gonna be a nighttime encounter. So much silence where life once sang. More Vexes, huh? Normally I get a bigger variety of enemies, but okay, there's one hiding here, one here, 2 here, 2 here. Oh, and that's a blazing Vex. Okay, let's see. We can do that, which kind of puts them off balance. I like that. We can do a charge here, which dang near kills both of these guys. We can also... yeah, if I would move a little bit, that would be fine. So, I tell you what. Let's see. How far can I toss this guy? Not far enough here. Okay. I think it's probably best to do this. Okay, that totally just destroyed him. I can hit from here. Very nice. And now with Brun, Actually, before... No, Brun's fine to do that. Let me just charge and get rid of him. Okay, he's dead. I had two AP left, but it really didn't matter. Ooh, I did 6 to him, but pretty good. Okay. It really didn't matter because I was gonna use 2 AP to charge anyway. Okay, now one thing that you'll see about this is that I can't really see this other Vex, but I can probably... No, 100% chance I'm going to hit that wall, so I can't do that. If we can... Oh, cool. I can hit him with telekinesis though. So I'll sling him into the wall. Get smacked, sucker. And I want to heal myself. And I'd also love to heal Brun, but that's not going to happen. Unless Brun comes down here to meet me, which I can do. And then I could use Purifying Water. That heals Brun, and then Ormond can hit him. And yep, sweet. Good tactics right there, baby. Good tactics. Okay, victory by grace. Heck yeah. That's the only thing we do, baby. We all graceful. Okay, spinning clothesline is good. Immobilize, deal 4 damage, adding stunned and marked 40. And orients it with strength 4. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know if I've ever used Immobilize before. I know spinning clothesline is really, really good. It's better when it's blue, but I'm going to take it anyway because it's an AoE attack for him, and it's pretty good. Okay, I need to take wood here because we're a little low on it, and you're going to see why. Because we automatically use 1 wood when we get in, but you can see now the risk level is 20, so we have to use 2 wood. Now we're only going to have 3 for the next camp, which we need. We can only use a maximum of 3 in the camp, and it automatically uses 1, but this is going to be even higher next time. So if we want to keep the risk level down of bad events happening, we're going to need more wood. That's just the way it is. All right, and we really don't need a heal here because Petrus is only 1 hit point down. So I think what we're going to do, because we're coming up on the boss, we're going to prep ourselves to do extra damage, okay? So we could do that 2 ways. We could use Fortitude, which adds 20% damage to a character for the next day, which we're going to do on... actually, let's just do that on Brun. And then we're going to use Divine Benediction, which uses 20 damage and 20 critical for an ally. And we're going to use that on Armand. Now, because we're starting to develop a little bit of Blight here, you can see that I have 20 on here. I need to kind of start working on that, because once you have too much Blight, it starts kind of debuffing you, and you want to avoid that as much as possible. I can also use Game of Cards to reduce Blight from 1 ally and oneself, and I think that's a perfect opportunity to do so right here. Okay, we sleep. The night passes and we get a little bit of Blight, but we go to the next fight. Now, because I used those buffs, we're gonna get those 20% all day, meaning that it's right now it's just the first start of day 3. So for the next few battles, we're gonna have it, including the boss battle. All right, your time has come. Our time to take lives. That's right. All right, so I think with 2 barrels right here, we just need to group up everybody as much as possible. Let's see what I can do here. With the crystal, I can move you into you. Not quite, huh? Not quite. Let's do this. Okay. And then we can take the priest and fling the barrel if we want to. We want to hit that other barrel if possible. So This hits 3 of those guys, and it does quite a bit of damage. I think this is okay. Okay, now... Now I think what Brun does is... grab... this... throw it... and hit all of these guys. Very nice. And now... if I move... here... now let's see what would be better. If I could fling this barrel to hit all of these guys, which will kill all of them. I could also fling it here and kill all of them. I won't kill them all, but I'll be dang close. So that's actually worth. This guy's gonna take fire damage, and I can actually uppercut you. Let's do that here. Beautiful. And now between the earth bolts and the burn, we should be fine. Actually, if they wouldn't all focus on the same thing. Okay, we got a little bit of blight from you, and we got a little bit of damage from you. That's nothing, bro. Let's just use the healing. Okay, and now we could just melt your face off. I love Petrus, man. Faith wins. You dang right it does, boy. We did it. We did it. Okay. Arcane Barrier. A 5-step line. You know, I never used this. Like, never. Swapping positions with 2 entities is pretty good. So I'm going to take that. Barrier has its places, don't get me wrong. But it's not what we need. We'll take wood here. And let's go... we have the ability to upgrade a rarity of a skill. Remember what I was telling you about how good the blue version of well, oh, this is actually charge. I didn't want this. Uppercut is actually really good too, though, so we'll upgrade it. I wish we would have had the ability to upgrade that clothesline skill, but it's all right. That's still a really good upgrade. Okay, toward the end, right before we get to the boss, we meet this guy, which gives us another piece of equipment. Nice to see you, traveler, or this gal, I should say. I see you're keeping up with the habit of being well accompanied. Anyway, I'm very busy right now, little people. Take this and proceed with your quest, and we get to choose an item here. Okay. Receives minus 25 damage from Unholy and adds 25 damage to them. That is really, really good. Reducing 20 threat is okay. I'm definitely going to take the priest clothes here. And we will equip those. Beautiful. Priest is getting pretty kitted out right now. Let's go down and we'll hit up the boss. All right, look at those rocks. Something's off. Get out of our forest, strangers. They're not welcome here. I know that we can fight these guys, so I'm gonna do it. You can actually get a little bit of a gift of gold if you say that you don't want to fight them here, but this is just easy pickings. Easy pickings. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, let's go ahead and send the wolf there. Then we will charge this guy here. And watch this with Petrus, bro. Watch this. This AoE, it does not mess around. Can I hit all of them? No, there will be one wolf alive. I think that's fine. We'll kill all of them, and then we'll just use Arcane. Yeah, look at that, bro. Easy fight, man. Easy, easy. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's see. Link of Swiftness is really, really good. Although Control is also extremely good. I'm going to take Control. Control. All right. Shout out to Janet Jackson. Their bodies are a final gift to the soil they cherished. Okay, now we have the boss ahead of us, and he can be a little bit difficult sometimes, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. He can be. But I usually do pretty well against him. Look who we have here. You think you can stop me? Foolish. No, I'm no fool. Prepare to get crushed. Keep talking. I'll silence all of you soon enough. Yep. Actually, it's Karantos. I thought it was Karkanos. All right, so we get... Look at all the buffs that we get, man. All right, so he's going to charge into battle in 5 turns. So we can do a few things here. Because Telekinetic Blast does not change... I'm not able to do any damage with Telekinetic Blast to this guy. First of all, he's too big to move, which you'll see, invalid target. But I do have control, meaning I can take a move option and just move my priest without using any AP from my priest. See that? That was the crystal's AP. That's what control does. And I think what I'm gonna do is we can charge to hit him here, but I think what I'm gonna do is just move out the way for now. And we're gonna use 2 hits from you. I kind of put him in the way, but luckily my accuracy is pretty good here. And let's see, I can swap positions. If I swap positions between you and you, oh, I can't swap positions like that. Interesting. Okay, I wasn't familiar with that skill. What we can do here is I can end turn, or I can make a move somewhere, but I've already kind of done that. Let's use Healing Touch on ourselves. Just get our health maxed up. Okay, so he's gonna charge in, take some bleeding damage, and I still have Cleansing Beam available to me. Let's use that. And now we're gonna do... Actually, let's go right here and hit him with that. Okay, we did 13 damage to him. Now I'll go ahead and end turn. He's at 41 of 75 already. Actually, 34 of 75 because of the Earth Bolts. And he just took some bleeding damage. So he hits Brun. And then he uses the beam that he has on the crystal. Okay, Brun is now kind of hurting. Let's get here. Do 13 to him. Petrus can use Healing Water to heal Brun and do damage to him. And now, I think I just finish you off. Okay, he has 2 HP left, which Brun can just finish him off here, but the crystal would have if I wouldn't have had any turns left. And that's it. The crystal took a little bit of damage, and Brun took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. And we're going to get a camping next map too. Okay, we can drink in battle or Rain of Fist, deal 5 damage 3 times. This is really good as well. Let's grab... This takes 2. We upgraded Uppercut already, so I don't think we really need to do this. Healing might be more beneficial. We'll take Drink. Let's take Drink here, and we have a Healing Aura, which is nice, or Quick Heal from the crystal. Let's take Quick Heal. That'll just give us some extra heals. And Umbral Threads, 20% damage if in shadows. It adds 20% dodge. Evil Eye, 30% damage and Cursed 5. This gets kind of offset by the Holy Book that we already have. So I think we go with Evil Eye. Although the Arcanist Threads... let's take the Arcanist Threads, actually. More damage. Okay, he's dead. And... ooh, we get a stat increase for a hero. Now, you could use this on pretty much anybody. I tend to use this on Brun. Just because Brun gives... well, he can... I guess he gets the most benefit because typically damage or movement is both good, and move is less important on my ranged characters. Brun has to be all in their face all the time. So let's go ahead and equip the Umbral Threads. And you can see it changed up the look too. It's really, really cool. All right, let's camp. And now we have the chance to do a few different things. First of all, we got some firewood from collecting it. So let's use all 3 of those, and we only have a 2% risk level for tonight, which is pretty good. Now, Brun's pretty low, so I'm going to use this herb-infused healing. We've been collecting up herbs, so this is not a bad thing. And I can also use this heal as well. Actually, let's do that instead. That's a little bit cheaper. This one costs 3, I think. Yeah, and it's better to do it like that. All right, so now I think I want to reduce Blight a little bit. Yeah, I kind of need to. So we'll heal 10 Blight on you. And we will do a game of cards with you to reduce Blight on both of you guys. And now I could use Fortitude, which would use my booze. It uses 3 booze. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to conserve my booze because and we got some tainted here, but I don't think I need it right now for these battles. Okay, realistically speaking, we did not get to go to the shop yet. And we've got a lot of money. So as much as I would love to go to the elite here, I think we need to take a path with shop. Let's start with the middle path. This gives us a few more options. And yeah, I think the mini boss is a really good fight, but it's not worth it. It just gives you an extra reward. Okay, we got a lot of enemies here, a lot of tainted. The good thing about it is they don't do a whole lot of damage. And we can also really make a mess with grouping here. So, and the pits. So let's see. To start off, we could fling. We could just get rid of you right away. But I think what we need to do is put these guys closer together. Maybe? Maybe not. Chain shot gives me the ability to hit 3 of them right here, which is pretty good. Think I'll do that. And I'll just throw you in the pit. Hey, it was a good variation of damage right there. I'll do the same thing for you. Get in the hole. All right. So with Brun, I could do an assortment of things here. What I think I'm gonna do is throw you into the pit, and I can charge. Huh. That doesn't do exactly what I would have hoped. If I just do that, it will kill, but no, we don't want to do that. Okay, so I guess I'm charging into... I can actually hit this guy with charge. Can I? There was a way that I could have. I guess what I'm gonna have to do is just go and I can grab you. That's actually a better option, I think. Let's grab you and throw you into you. That gives them... Or we just get rid of you like this. Okay, fair enough. We'll throw you in the hole too. All right, now we're gonna take a little bit of damage here, but Brun has dodge built in because of that equipment. And it didn't look like we killed any of them, but their attacks are pretty weak. Yeah, they throw rocks for like 3. Okay, you get a little bit of blight on you. You missed, which is great. And you didn't do anything. Okay, perfect. You go in the hole. And you get roasted. I could have healed right there too. I suppose that would have been the better choice. But we'll kill. We'll kill. We'll have time to heal. Not a big deal. Alright, beautiful. Alright. I will take Divine Cleansing instead. And I think we go for wood here. Yep, we go for some wood. All right, map insight. We did get, ooh, a secret node. Definitely gonna go that route now. So we'll head down to this area first. All right, let's see what we got today. It is, some miners? Thieves. Pardon? That crystal belongs to the Deep Empire. You've taken what is ours. We haven't stolen anything from you. It was drawn from the veins of our land, stolen by surface rats. Give it back or we'll take it by force. Bring it, suckers. Okay, you can see that we have a tainted debuff, all right? Dark risk is increased by 3%, which is not too bad right now. Let's see though. So, we have an automated turret, an iron berserker, an iron warden, and an iron forager. I think this is very, very doable. So with a close range, we could get in and can we? Okay, we can't quite do that. What we could do is use, I can't reach him, so I can't fling him into the turret, but I can fling these two into very, very close proximity, which is probably worth it. And then I can clothesline both of these. So let's do that. And then we will use, so they're not undead or tainted, so purifying water will actually heal them too. What I need to do is just use cleansing beam on them, and that will hit them pretty darn hard. Okay, now I could chain shot these guys, which is a pretty good deal, or I could chain shot these guys and kill them both. And I think that works out better. Okay, we'll in turn let the earth bolts do their thing. And the automated turret may be able to hit me. Yep, 6 damage. Okay, not too bad. Actually, this works out pretty good because, watch, Brun is gonna go here. And let's do that. And now with Petrus, I will use purifying water and heal both my guys here. And I'm going to use healing touch on you as well. Beautiful. Now, what do we do here? For you, I can use you to go forward with Brun. And now I still have, oh, or I could grab you and throw you into this guy, which does damage to both of you guys. And now I could hit both of you with this. And yeah, that worked out pretty darn well, man. Pretty darn well, if I do say so myself. All right. Adds 20 damage, bro. Let's keep up with the damage bonuses. I like it. So, booze is good. Don't take that out of context. I do love it though. I do love me some bourbon, man. It's some good whiskey. God, especially rye. Rye whiskey, baby. All right. We want to go to the chest, but we also want to go to the secret node. I think the secret node is just better. Okay? I think it's just better. Let's see what we got here. What a lovely temple. This must have been, yeah, it's hard to imagine now. Did you hear that? Undead. Okay, this is a heck of a lineup here. So this skeleton archer is gonna be the only thing that I really can't get to right now. What I can do, man, it would be so nice to be able to get an arcane ray across to a bunch of them. But honestly, chain shot does pretty good here. Let's do that. Okay, 7, 7, and 7. The thing about undead too is they will resurrect, so you have to kind of be careful of that. We can do Propel? No, propel is not going to get close enough here. How about we grab and we throw. Let's throw as close as we can to the other one while still doing damage. See how it says reviving here? Yeah, not good. What I could do is throw the bones, but I think using this is better. And look how much damage we do, bruh. So he's reviving now. I will grab these, throw the bones at this guy, and I could even fling you into you. Now you're reviving, but we knocked out quite a bit of the competition, and we actually killed him with the crystal. But this one died and revived. Their movement is quite limited, though. He's gonna be able to hit, though. So will he. Dang, man, y'all both went after Brun, huh? Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is use control. No. Hold on, let's think about this. I think healing is good right here. Okay. Then if I move, if I attack this guy, and can I grab this and fling it at him? Well, I could fling it over here. That'll be fine. Okay, let's use healing water. Oh, I gotta get a little bit closer to do that. Man, that's all right. Let's get a little bit closer. I want to heal everybody up as much as possible. Oh no, I can't. Well, I completely screwed that up. All right, you know what? They're both unreachable. Let's just use healing touch on ourselves for now. That's all we could do, unfortunately, because I screwed that up. And can we possibly... No, we can't. We can't fling you far enough to really matter. We can kill you, but there's an 85% chance to hit Brun if we do that. I think it's better to just go here. Okay, he's gonna revive, but I think that the earth crystals are gonna do good stuff for us here. There we go. All right. Ouch. Ouch. That's all right. Healing water is gonna hit pretty good here. Let us grab, throw, and we're gonna use you to move here. Okay, I got a plan, don't worry. Okay, Petrus is gonna use purifying water to heal both of these guys, and then is gonna use push. No, it's gonna use. Well, that works. I was gonna say, we'd be fine with using Arcane Ray here. Arcane Ray is gonna kill anyway. Well, it's not gonna kill, but, well, actually it did. But Earth Raid now is gonna finish the job. And we got our heal off. Okay. That could have gone a little bit smoother, but hey. It was a good fight. And let's see here. We can take armor, wood source life. Wood source, for those of you that are interested, the druid has an ability that makes splinters come out of a wood source. So you can actually make splinters come out of this. It would be like the starting point for that skill. Let's take Shiny Pearl. This heals Blight at the end of combat, which is pretty good. And I'm gonna definitely take wood because I don't use scrap for anything with these characters. All right. So we got our camping on. Let's use the wood that we have to lower the risk level. And we're gonna have to reduce blight here as much as possible. 10, 33, 45, definitely. Then we're going to use Game of Cards with you to reduce blight some more. Perfect. Now we need to heal up a little bit, and I think sharing a drink is the perfect way to do that. Hey, yeah. Worked out pretty good, right? You know, I could use this because we do have 1 crystal AP left, but I think I'm going to heal with it instead. All right, that's better. Now we're pretty much full, okay? We're gonna put the shiny pearl on. Healing 4 blight on you seems good. Armand is using something that gives cursed. Actually, let's give it to you instead. That way you can reduce blight a little bit. And it'll be better that way, I think. Okay, next fight. We go to the secret node. But for now, what do we have? All right. Halt, this passage leads to the deep empire. No outsiders allowed. Turn back now. We're not here to cause trouble. We just want to pass. Not our concern. Leave or be removed. So we have the option to turn around and find another path, which will allow us to continue on our way. But it does give us -1 campfire AP for the next one. Don't want to do that. So I'm going to stay and face the guards. That might be a decision that you make in order to get further if you don't think you do very well for this fight. But I do think I'm going to do very well for this fight, so I'll be fine. All right, so we have a ton of different things that we can do here. Trying to think. Getting these lined up with chain shot is pretty good. If we were to, well, we could possibly hit this. If we hit this guy, it would chain to both of these. We don't have enough to fling you into there. The crystal does, though. The crystal does, which I think is good. They don't take a whole lot of damage from that, but that's all right. Now, if we grab you, we can't go far enough to do that, though. Okay. I think I'm gonna grab you. Okay? And I'm gonna throw you here. Believe it or not, these things explode. So I want to make sure that I don't have the issue with that. Let's go ahead and throw you here. Okay. Now, Petrus is going to use Cleansing Beam to heal all 3 of these guys, and you see how they're going to explode? Boom. He's burning, so he's dead for sure. And now I could use 10% chance to hit this, which isn't that bad. There we go. And is that it? Yeah, that's everybody's turn. Okay. All right, they still are going to have a turn, but I think I'm going to be all right. They added barrier to themselves and enraged. We took a little bit of damage from bleeding there as well, but that's okay. Let's do healing touch and purifying water. Okay, now for Brun, if we get it just right like this, that's perfect, man. That's perfect. And now all we got to do is just roast you alive, which works just well doing this. And there we go. We're full health. Well, almost full health. Very, very close to full health. And we got through the fight perfectly. Okay. Adding movement is pretty good. Blight resistance is also really good, though. I'm going to take the blight resistance. I'll take the blight resistance, and we're going to go with booze here. We're getting kind of low on resources. I would love to be able to go to the shop, but it's not going to be possible. Unfortunately, by taking this secret node, we miss all shops, which is very, very bad. Like, very bad. I think we're going to have to miss this in order to go to the shop, because we need supplies or we're going to start suffering the consequences very rapidly. Okay. Doesn't look like the standard operation. Yeah, they're trying to get this crystal. Not gonna happen, fellas. All right. So, chain shot works really well here. Let's do that. And let's also move here. We do some damage with Holy. And we can't get close enough like that. What we could do is move you like so. But the bad thing about that is it's going to hit. Can we fling you into you? Yes, we can. Let's do that. And then let's grab you. And we can throw you that way. That won't be good enough, though. Let's headbutt you. And I could throw you into a hole. Works good. Now I have the ability to move again, which I guess will be okay to kind of get up front and draw some of this aggro. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now let's let the crystal go. Okay, we did not kill the turret. The turret did 9. Damn. Damn, leave him alone. Poor Petrus. Okay, and we're burning. That sucks. That's all right, though. That's all right. Okay. You are definitely going to heal Petrus. Beautiful. Petrus is definitely going to heal himself with Healing Touch. Okay, now I can purify here. Prayer gives me some of that. I could fling into you, but I can't quite reach. What I could do is throw. That works out good. That is also going to burn this guy. Beautiful. Now, I'm already burning, so let's just, let's grab you. Oh, I didn't even see that he had a cooldown. All right, my bad. I'll heal with Petrus. And then, how many things can I hit here? That would hit him. Can I get in without hitting you? No. Dang it, man. Okay, not good. I could just go straight up and do that. That's probably the best bet. At least that doesn't kill Brun. And I believe the Earth Crystals and the Burn might finish him off here. This will remove negative status from me, which is okay, and add a barrier. And then the Burn ought to just kill you, huh? Yes, perfect. Whew. That fight was a little bit tougher than I expected. Okay. 20 critical damage or 10% critical chance. Arcane damage is also lightning and piercing damage. I love it. I love it. Extra crit is always good. Okay, our next camping is gonna have to be really good here, but we go to shop next, and we're gonna be able to pick up a bunch of stuff here because of our gold. We've been saving up for a while. So let's see. We get some supplies. Okay, wow, what is this? When using charge skill, it adds 60% damage, adding bleeding for 2 turns. And adds 4 max life points. This is incredible. It costs $40, but it's still really good. We can remove Blight from allies as well. We can recruit another priest. So this would be insane to have an extra person on the team, but it also costs extra resources, and we don't have the ability to buy resources here, which is kind of rough. I know I want this Rhino clothes. Okay. Let's get... We can heal here too if we want to, but I think Blight's more important. Let's get a few food, and let's remove some Blight. 20, 15, 38. Okay, 18. That's actually all pretty good. I do have 12 left. So let's buy all the food out, and let's remove more Blight and more Blight. And I think that was a great deal. Now, do we want to sell anything? No, we do not want to sell anything. We could sell these scraps, I'm guessing, but we really don't have anything that we would want to buy with them with just 1 or 2 gold. So we exit here. And that was a pretty good shot. Okay, we spent all of our money, so it can't be that bad. Let's equip this. And now, yes, charge is going to do really, really good damage now. So we grab the tent. And let's see. Only 1 wood here. So we got a big chance of getting a bad event. But there's a few things that we really need to focus on. One of them being healing. So let's use the herb infused healing to heal up Brun. Okay. Let's use this to heal you. We spent all of our money healing our Blight, so we don't really need to heal Blight that much if we don't want to. I think it's more important to use Divine Benediction and get some crit. And I really wish I had it available in here too, but it's not going to happen. Let's remove the warm-up for the skills for the day. And a Poisonous Night Viper bite one of the adventurers. Dang! Petrus is poisoned. He took some damage. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Petrus can heal himself, so not that big of a deal. And... uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Quicksand, huh? Oh, actually, I think it looks great. I can throw them all in the sand. Okay. Charge right here really wrecks. Like... okay. This is also pretty good if I can group a few of them. So I can hit how many with this? 3? Yes. But I can hit more if I move them correctly. So can I put you in line? No, I cannot. I could put you in line to do something like this, which would actually make Brun's attack better. So I think that's okay, actually. And then you could get pushed into you guys. And now Brun's attack. Oh, Brun can't. Oh, I see. Dang it. I mean, I could still do a lot of damage with charge. Or I have another idea. Oh, and actually no, that would kind of screw this up. Okay, let's do this. Let's hit these 3 like I said I wanted to. Damn, those crits were powerful. Okay, let's move here. And, oh, we were out with him. God dog it. Okay. I'll just use this to give myself some barrier. And then if I used... Yeah, that'll put me at least in range with these guys. So, yeah, I didn't plan out my turn as well as I could have there. Not very optimal, but that's okay. That's all right. Ouch. Can you hit from there? No. Ooh, okay. Uh-oh, he gives him some blight. That's all right. Relatively speaking, the damage is pretty easy. There was only 9 damage that I took from that. Not that bad. All right. Well, more from there, but so we could do healing water to hurt a lot of them here and heal. But let's do this instead first. So clothesline, I don't need to do clothesline here. I could easily just do 2 attacks. If I hit this guy, so I could kill both of these just straight up. And I think that works out. But let's grab you and throw you instead here. Okay, now Petrus. Let's move you here. Now Petrus can use purifying water. And I think I'm just going to... Yeah. It wasn't quite enough to get him. That would have been fine without it, to tell you the truth. And I'm going to kill quite a few of them if I shoot here. Okay. Let's end. And I'm going to take a little bit more damage here. But I have another heal on my crystal as well. Okay, the crystal took the damage instead, which is fine by me. Alright, so you are definitely healing yourself immediately. And you are definitely healing yourself. Well, Petrus, that's 3. Okay. Now I can get in between these and kill them both. And for, let's see. Let's move you the heck out the way so I can target you with my bolts. All right. Okay. Kind of a dirty fight. I thought I was going to be able to use the quicksand more, but... Healing aura. For 2 turns, heal 1 to all allies in range. That's pretty darn good. Add 10 dodge to all entities in range. Is that... it doesn't say allies. It says entities. So that would add more to the enemies too. I think I take healing aura. And speaking of which, we definitely don't need any more gold. Let's do herbs. Because we're not going to have another shop here. Because the next map is pretty straightforward. We are going to have another camp, though. Okay, we really need to focus on healing here. Offer the crystal as a gesture of to get close. Now we have the upper hand because we surprised them. Okay, so... I have the ability to do a lot of damage with this. If I... This is a swift action, so I can use this with me in order to do this. That would... Oh no, 2 of these, I see. I thought I could get like on the side of them and be able to use my bolt, but apparently it's not like that. That's all right. I could fling this guy into him. That's not really good. We could fling you into you, which is good. Or I could do you. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Now, We could grab you. Oh, it's just out. You see how it's white and then red? That means it would be 2 actions. So I do not want to do that. And I can't. I could do this, which is essentially pretty good for 2 actions. But maybe Petrus can just... Yeah, this is actually a lot better. The thing is, though, I want to put you in there as well. Now I could do cleansing and hit everybody. Yeah, big damage, man. All right, and this would... that would essentially break both of y'all. Very good. Okay, can't do that. I could hit both of you like this, which is pretty darn good. That leaves Braun vulnerable, but actually, that worked out pretty darn well. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Let's heal. Heal. And then Brun. Let's do this. And now with Petrus, I can do purifying water. Oh, I thought I could hit both of y'all, but like that. Nope. That's okay. Purifying water right there works okay. And then we can do... Oh, let's actually just move then. Let's move here. And then hit you for 7. And then in turn, and the earth bolts do the rest of the work. Okay, sweet. Very, very cool. All right, and I'm sure you guys are probably spotting opportunities to do all sorts of stuff here. That's 100% healing and 40% damage to Unholy. This is incredible. This is also incredible, but that piece is crazy. That's an epic version of it too, like a level 3 skill. Okay, we grab more herbs here. Bruh, the fact that we didn't get any firewood is gonna suck so bad. We're gonna be like, it's gonna probably fill our blight bars the next camp out that we have. Especially after this fight. This is gonna be tough. What's all this commotion? Oh, it's the little strays coming into our playground. Are you always so eager to suffer just like your mama? Always craving the agony? Why aren't you the good boys I know you are and give me some of that sweet painful screams? Never, you'll not get that from us. All right. Caliph, huh? Alrighty, so bunch of demonic people, dogs, but I wouldn't say people. Characters? Entities? Okay, entities. Alright, so this fight I usually do it a very specific way. We put this dog as close as possible. Then we move in to add Unholy, and we should be able to hit all of them. Like that. Hey, big damage. Now we can Arcane Chain Shot, or we could do this Ray, which gets 10, 10, and 10. Arcane Chain Shot would do 5, 5, and 5. Yeah, this is much better. So the boss is down to 27 of 50, and then charging would be really flipping good right now. Like this. Very nice. All right. All of our turns used. Actually, you can use... Oh no, I thought I had a quick action, but I do not. Okay, we in-turn here. Earth bolts fly. We did a little bit of damage to Caliph and a little bit to the dog. She's gonna buff the dog, and the dog is gonna go after the priest and hit him pretty dang hard. Hey, the miss! Dodge coming in clutch, baby. Beautiful. Okay, the bleeding has taken effect, which kind of sucks. Let's use Healing Touch on ourselves. Okay, I could probably just kill you. Dang near. Let's get out the way. Ooh, 14, huh? Okay, we're gonna heal with you. And it's too bad I can't line up another heal, but it's fine. This should... Purifying water, huh? Actually... I don't want to use purifying water like that. We're going to use 6 barrier on myself. Let's move here. And the earth bolts should do a lot of damage here. Just in case this thing survives, which it does. Okay, 4 on the crystal. At least I didn't take any damage from that. Brun, come here so that you can heal with purifying water. And now I just obliterate you with holy damage. Beautiful. Okay, so we got through the boss fight. Everybody's still alive. The first few times I got to this boss fight, I died. A lot. Okay, dashes in and deals, adds taunted and blinded to a character. This is actually pretty good. But momentum strike is really good too. Let's take taunt. And link of swiftness is wonderful. Adds hasten to somebody. Ooh, and some epic blizzard fists. Okay, this removes 1 AP, which is terrible, honestly. I like this idea, but it's not worth it. I am gonna take the antique locket. Yep, the agony will always come back. Yeah, you're right, because this is a roguelike and you do runs. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to take slowed there. AP in this game is OP. AP is OP, and you can get a lot of it with different gears. And I've had it to where, like, my mages has 4 turns in a row with buffs from the Campfire. So this is gonna suck. 70% chance risk level to have a bad event. So yeah, we're getting a bad event here, almost definitely. We only have 1 day to go, so we need to buff ourselves as well as heal. So we're gonna use the Fortitude buff, and we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna use the Divine Benediction and give it to you. We're gonna heal you, and we're gonna remove warm up, and that will be it. An enraged bear attacked the party while sleeping, damaging an adventurer before dying. God dang, Ormond took 9. Okay, that was pretty rough. We got an extra reward due to one of the things that we ran into already. An additional reward on top of the regular reward. Very nice. It's a stat core, which is going to bring up our stats. We're probably going to use that on Brun. And I feel as if we're being watched. Oh, yeah, we are. That's because we are. All right. Demonic Watchers. These guys are pretty interesting. So they're basically going to use an interruption skill to do damage in a line right here. And it looks like it's not going to touch my crystal, but it is going to get Ormond if we're not careful. So we got a couple things that we can do. We can use telekinesis on him to move it here, do 6 damage, and get it out of the way. And I think that's probably the best course of action, so we don't have to worry about it. And because we have this, I think this is a pretty good deal to try too. Let's do this. Okay, 16 to both of those guys is crazy. So they keep getting sent back, and I don't need to worry about that. I can focus on healing here. So let's do healing touch on you. And And we only have one use of this every turn, so kind of rough. And I will add Divine Cleansing and Barrier to you. Oh, actually, I'll just add it to myself, I guess. All right, now we're gonna move. We're gonna get ourselves a little bit in the way. Swift action, we can taunt. Yeah, let's taunt you. Let's taunt you. And we'll move here behind the rock. So even if you do some sort of crazy ranged attack, we're not gonna have to worry about you. But I don't think they can right off. They have to be a little bit closer, and they usually just do that line up for 2 turns thing. Hey, it worked. It worked, even though that wasn't the one that's taunted, but being behind the rock helped a lot. Okay, we got marked there. It's not too bad, honestly. It does, we do extra, things do extra damage to us now. 1% increased accuracy and 1% more damage. That's nothing. Okay. Petrus, got you. We can offset that quite a bit here. If we grab, we can just grab you and throw you somewhere. But I think charge is probably the best. Unfortunately, I can't move and charge because it takes 2 AP, but that's where control comes in. So with control, I can move here. And now I still have 1 turn. We can grab, which I think will be a whole turn though. If I charge, it will kill? No, but it puts them way out the way, and I think that's worth it. Yes. So now their ability just goes off in a crazy way. Then I could just use this skill, and unfortunately I can't hit from there. We can, oh, but look, we can use God's Hand to push you there, and now you're in range to hit this guy. I love it. Okay, who's left? We got 1 guy left way back here. So far, so good. Can we? No, only we can add a barrier somewhere that's not here, but that's okay. And I can heal next turn. Oh, anyway, the Earth Crystal killed him. I couldn't see how much hit points he had left, but that worked out good. Okay, awesome. Now, we already got that Rhino skin. This is really, really good. We can do the 20% damage because we don't need to worry about end of thing Blight. But 10% damage is pretty good with this too. Let's just get the Wizard Marble here, and we'll add, you know what? We'll add to accuracy just in case we have some crazy obstacles like these the next time. It does help a lot. We don't have, do we have 1 more camp? I think we have 1 more camp, and we don't need any of these. So I'm going to take the wood here. And then we can put the marble. Oh, wait. Yeah, we could put the marble there. And reduced Night Blight, I think, is fine to use this instead. $20 dodge, 20 arcane damage. Shiny Pearl adds 10% threat. Adds 20 to dodge. I think we're okay with the way we have it set up right now. I think it's fine. All right, we go next fight. And hey, we got a big boy. Could it be? Is it really you, ridiculous heroes, the ones who entered my master? Karantos. Yes, it's us, and we're here to finish what we started. Prepare yourselves. I am his wrath made flesh, and your end is nigh. I mean, he looks very intimidating, but realistically, y'all, we're gonna obliterate these dudes. Okay. First and foremost, we gotta get some healing done. So, but I might be able to group stuff together in a good way. So God's Hand, we're not close enough to do any of that. But we can group a little bit with Telekinetic Blast. And that would group a little bit. But I don't think that's worth. Telekinetic Blast here at least hits. Like so. 3 and 3. Yeah, because they're all gonna come after us after this, so we got to be really, really careful with this. Let's do... This is gonna do 11. Yeah, grouping them would be very, very good. So I tell you what, let's grab you and fling you here. Nice. Then think we grab you? No. You? No. You? No, you. And we throw you into you. Okay, beautiful. And we can hit all of you guys for a lot. And now we can finish you like so. Pretty darn good, huh? Okay, now I can taunt you. And even better, we can... Yeah, I think this is good. This is good. Healing aura is gonna heal you and you. That's good. Okay, we end. Okay, they healed 1 apiece. Okay, you're coming for him. You're gonna do a little bit of damage. 6 is actually a lot. Oh, that dodge though, baby. Oh, but he got a hold of me. All right, that's all right. Watch this. So I can use purifying water to do damage and heal at the same time, which is great. Then I could use purify. I think I'm going to use purify and touch on myself. Then we use heal on you. Beautiful. We're at full health again. Then if I kill you, wait, chain. No, that doesn't work. Okay, I can't hit you because you're too close, but if I hit you, it's possible that I just kill you. Yes, the crit did it. Okay, great. And now Brun is out, so I can charge, and oh, that'll hit him too. Well, just a regular old uppercut will have to do 18, dude. 18 damage with my fists. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, momentum strike. Oh no, hardened is really, really good. It does reduce our total movement, but that's okay. Getting armor is very, very good for the last fight. We have 3 wood, but I guess we could use a little bit more. We don't need any more herbs. We had enough herbs, so... Do we have enough food for the next camp? We have 2 food, actually. Not enough. Hopefully we get some here. This is a cool fight because you can use these to make things explode like the explosive barrels. Wait, do you smell that? It's that sin again. Perfume? We walked into an ambush. Get ready. All right, we got 5 of these doggies. The bad thing about these doggies is they're very big, but not too big to fling. But you'll see that the range is kind of trash on them, and if I do throw them, it's only 3 HP. So I have to kind of be careful with that. a couple things that we can do here. We can use Petrus to do a lot of damage to them, but you'll see that they're not quite in range to hit everything. So it might be beneficial to use Brun to throw one. We can throw you. Yeah, we can throw you. Let's throw you from here, though. We'll grab and throw. Okay. Not quite enough to do... not quite enough to trigger the explosion, but I can trigger the explosion and hit both of these guys. So 23, 12... Yeah, this is gonna be devastating. Okay, they're burning and stuff. That's great. Now we can probably... Let's chain shot. This does 6 and 2. We gotta do this. This guy's gonna die from burning. He's already on fire. We gotta do a little bit of damage with that. That is not enough to kill, so we have to do that again. Okay, so he's dead. He's gonna die from burning. We can swap positions, which puts Brun, that's more capable of taking the hit. Oh, it has to be 2 other entities? 2 entities, not myself, in other words. Okay. Well, we can get you the heck out of dodge and make you walk backwards here. This leaves the crystal exposed, but that's actually okay. Let's taunt and blind. And... that's all we could do, baby. That's all we could do. Let's end turn. We didn't even need to target this guy, but it's random, so nothing we could do about that, really. Okay, that rushed the crystal. Thankfully, he's taunted. Dang. Okay. But thanks for grouping up for me. Okay. That's all right with me. Petrus can do... Actually, hold up. Let's get right... Let's get here. This kills. Beautiful. Okay. Petrus will... I mean... this does a lot of damage to him as well. Okay. I think I have to do this. 16. That was pretty good. I could fling them together now. And now I can healing touch myself if I want. And I can purifying water on Brun. And the Earth Bolt should take care of the rest for me. Hey, pretty good, pretty good. Easy victory. I don't know about that. That was kind of a stretch. 20% damage. Brun is going to be hitting so freaking hard, man. We eat food here. Yeah, we get food for the last camp. All right, now we're not going to be starving, which is a pretty bad debuff. Or hungry. Okay, but we are tainted. Let's use all of the firewood that we can, which is 3. And let's see, 40, 28, and 47. Let's, we can only improve the crit of, the damage of 1. Let's just do Brun. Brun's going to get 20% damage and crit. Then we do a game of cards, and we do that. I don't think I need a heal here. I think I just rather use this for bringing down that. I mean, I can use heal. It doesn't hurt here. I'll just use heal for the one and sleep. All right. And now the final boss, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't equip. We had another item. Dang it. I hope that wasn't too important. All right. I was never for. I told you we'd face this together. You think you've learned something new, but all you're doing is following the path that leads me. The sound design is so good on this. There's nothing you could do to change it. I don't believe that. I'll break this loop no matter what. You think your magic will change destiny? All your power, all your knowledge, none of it will matter. The future has been written. The future is still in motion. You're just another obstacle in our way. How about we move him out of the way permanently? Dun, dun, dun. It sounds like an old Black Sabbath soundtrack, man. All right. Everybody is buffed up, and this guy has 170 HP. We're in the Blighted Flux, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's get you as close as possible. And we can charge. No, not quite. We can taunt. And we can uppercut. All right, now let's get a couple of shots in. 6 and 6. The priest is gonna move in a little closer here. And let's see if we can get a little holy action going on. Yes. Not to mention we have control over Xander now, which allows us to do this, which is you could teleport entities, or you could do a time freeze. You can also deal 10 damage and add slow for a 10-step segment. That's what we're gonna do to him. It does 10 damage. And it's perfect. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Some Earth Bolts hit, and he's at 128 out of 190. Okay, we dodged, which is wonderful. He did that ugly attack, whichever that thing was. Okay, now we're gonna hit him with full force, baby. Uppercut. Uppercut. Let's get a little bit out of the way here. 20, that was a nice crit. Okay, Arcane Ray does 10. But we can do 5 and 5 and have the chance to crit better. 95% chance to crit. 80% chance to crit. I rather my actions on Arcane. So let's do Arcane Bolt. That's 6 and 6. Perfect. Then we can go 10 damage. Okay. He's at 70 now. And I guess we heal you. Nothing else for you to do, basically. And we can do Purifying Water if we would get close enough. So I think that's a good spot to be in. We'll do Purifying Water. And it'll heal Brun and hurt you. And now we add a barrier to Brun. Oh no, we just add a barrier to ourselves because we can't do that. Okay. Think we're in a good spot here. Let's go ahead and end turn. The Earth Bolts hit. He's at 56 of 190. There's no way we lose in this fight. Okay, he opened up a pit to hell and summoned a demonic knight. Kinda sucks. Time split can do 10 and 10. Beautiful. And I think all we have to do is just beat him. So let's let Brun do some damage. 16. 10, 20, and then we finish you off with Holy Light. Hey, victory! Dude, super smooth final boss fight. Like, super smooth. Okay. No! You heroes can keep celebrating, but you, Xander, I think you know what's coming. No, this can't be happening. It most definitely is. What's going on? He's gonna end the world. But Xander just teleported out so he could bring us back again. And that is the gameplay loop now, ladies and gentlemen. We're already level 10 max, but we would have gained 46 points. I think there's 100 in here to level up with. We went through all of these nodes. Enemies killed 120. Time played 1 hour and 34 minutes. Node completed 23. We go to continue and Act 1 is complete. Thank you for playing and supporting Blightstone in early access. We'll keep updating the game with new content and improvements. Xander is now searching for a way to defeat Corgal once and for all. Stay tuned. Act 2 is coming soon. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So yeah, this is Blightstone, guys. Again, if you want your run to go as smooth as mine went, if you can call it that, you have to do a lot of meta progression, but keep at it. You'll get it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it was a little longer than normal, but I wanted to do the whole thing in one take. If you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure to give me some dap on this like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Uljan signing off. We'll see you next time.